This is Jason.
Jason, how's it going?
Pretty good. Is this Sam?
Yes?
Sam, I see your Twitter handle is Motor City Lib. Is that right?
No.
No, that's incorrect?
No, my Twitter handle is Sam Seder.
Online here it says Sam Seder on Twitter at Motor City Lib. I just thought that was kind of ironic because the Motor City is the biggest dump in the United States of America. So that's probably nothing to be proud of, wouldn't you say?
Well, I mean, because I don't know what you're talking about, I really can't analyze it. I mean, that is it proud to be a Motor City liberal? I guess. I mean,
you deny that Detroit is a dump and it's caused by unions, the fact that it is a dump?
Yes.
You deny that fact?
Yes, I do.
What about Camden, New Jersey? Are you familiar with Camden, New Jersey?
I am familiar with Camden, New Jersey. And do I think it's a dump because of unions?
It ranks in the
No.
top 3 of murder capitals of the United States.
That's right.
Like I said, that's a liberal city. How come all these liberal cities are such, despotic towns?
Oh, what about New York? Do you consider New York a liberal city?
What
about Los Angeles? What about Chicago? I mean, what cities do you consider conservative?
Cities in Alabama.
Okay, so what's the best city in Alabama that we should go all visit?
What's that?
What city in Alabama should we all visit?
Well, actually, you know what? The city I'm in is conservative, Phoenix, and it's a great city. Low taxes, low cost of living. Things are manageable. They don't have to worry about, guys that work
strip
for the
malls.
city don't have to worry about this city going bankrupt and them getting screwed for their pensions after they work all their life.
Didn't San Diego, wasn't there a city out in Orange County that went bankrupt? Very conservative territory. So what's your point here? That because you thought you saw, you think that my Twitter handle is Motor City Liberal? What is the point that you're trying to make? I mean, do you have anything to say that's even remotely interesting?
Kind of ironic. I was calling in because somebody on Twitter told me you needed a little bit of enlightenment.
Okay. Well, what do you want to enlighten me about?
Well, first of all, you do know that Barack Obama is the worst POTUS that we've ever had in this country, right?
The worst POTUS?
Yes, worst president of the United States.
Oh, well, it would be weird if he was a POTUS of a different country, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess it would.
No, I don't think Barack Obama is the worst president that we've had. I mean, I definitely have a lot of issues with the president, but I suspect they're very different than the issues that you have. But why don't you tell me why do you think the president
think his
is
standing in the world? Do you think he's respected by other world leaders?
I don't care about your silly foreign policy analysis, but give me a notion of what you've got a problem with domestically and why.
Domestically, well, first of all, do you do know that Obamacare is going to basically bankrupt our country?
Oh, it hasn't bankrupted our country already?
Me being a 32-year-old male, I'm not going to get Social Security. I'm going to be paying for people that are now I'm going to pay for the baby boomers' health care. Okay.
Now wait a second. Hold on.
That's just for starters.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me address what you said there because you said a lot there. And I'm sorry. What's your name again? Jason, you know that the Affordable Care Act has nothing to do with Social Security, right?
Right. They're two separate things.
Okay. So why would the Affordable Care Act prevent you from getting Social Security?
No. The Affordable Care I kind of lumped that all together. You're right.
Okay. So let's break it down a little.
Not getting Social Security is an entirely separate issue.
Right.
But as far as the Affordable Care Act is concerned, I have to pay for baby boomers who now can't pay for their health care, are living on fixed incomes, collecting their Social Security and whatnot.
Okay, wait a second. You have to pay, I'm trying to break down what you're saying here. You have to pay for baby boomers. You're saying through the Social Security system.
No, for Obamacare.
Okay. Why would you be paying?
Actually, the Social Security that's coming out now is the baby boomers are collecting that, yes.
Right. That's true. That's the way that the system works. And when you're on Social Security, somebody who's 32 is going to be paying for you. That's the way that the system works. But let's put that aside for a moment. So you think that you're paying for baby boomers over the age of 65, are you saying?
Yeah, I'd say 55 to 65, because the baby boomers are actually like 50 to, almost 70.
75 probably at this point, maybe a little bit
I'd
old.
say right before that, because if they were 75, their birth would be like around 1940, which was before the World War II.
Okay, so you're paying for their Medicare? What is it that you think that you're paying for?
Yeah, their health care.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yes, that's true.
Because I don't need health care.
That's right. That's right.
He doesn't need health care.
Yes, no, I know. You're absolutely right. And you know what else, though? You're also paying for, when you do any type of insurance, on your car, you're also paying for people who drive poorly. You're aware of that. You're aware of how insurance works.
Now, the driving a car is a little bit different than as far as individual health needs are concerned.
Definitely. And, insurance, you may be paying for insurance. Do you have rentals insurance or homeowners insurance? You may not need it. Yes, but you're right. Insurance. The system is designed. There is no doubt what you're saying. The system is designed that you pay in now more than you probably would have to, because you are paying for basically elderly people or sick people. They don't necessarily have to be older than you, but more often than not, that's usually from an actuarial standpoint, that's the case. But you could also look at it as you're also paying in for your future, because you're also going to get older.
Okay, so with that, you're saying I'm supposed to have faith in all the baby boomers that are holding office right now to do the right thing and ensure that stuff's there for me when I get to that point. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, because those baby boomers are going to be gone. It's actually going to be your generation.
So you're telling me to trust essentially, any
other people,
bureaucrat.
No, other people
to ensure that.
Yes, I am.
Oh my God! And that's the thing.
Well, now wait a second. Now, you know what else? Do you drive?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you to trust the fact that people are going to have the street lights are going to be operational, that the stop signal is going to be operational, that when you drive down the highway, that the highway department has made sure that there's no huge tires in the middle of the highway, that people are going to be driving on the right side of the road as opposed to the left side of the road.
And when I go out and drive, Sam, I'm making that choice to do so.
I see. So what is it you have a problem with?
Whereas I'm not making
you must have a problem with taxes,
to make sure the bureaucrats ensure that a system is still functioning by the time I need it.
Okay. And so what do you think should be done to ensure that system's there? So you don't have a problem with the system. You just want to make sure that it's going to be there.
No. I mean, if I have to pay into it, yes, I want it to be there. However, fundamentally, I disagree with it.
Okay. So it's not so much that you don't trust the bureaucrats to actually provide what they say they're providing. You don't believe any of this stuff should be provided in the first place.
Fundamentally, no. But
okay. Well, so which one do you want to have an argument about?
I have to have faith in the bureaucrats.
Jason, which one do you want to have an argument about? Do you want to have an argument about whether or not we can trust these people? And I agree with you. We should be very vigilant in making sure that they own up to their promises. That's why I fight against people who want to cut Social Security, for instance. But you really have a problem fundamentally with the way that our society is structured. So in your world, in Jason's world, there would be no Social Security, right?
There's been these little injections of cultural Marxism and socialism into our society.
Yeah, so Social Security,
cancer that has grown.
Right. Social Security in your mind is Marxism.
It's socialism.
Socialism and taxation,
yes,
which has always been about redistributing money, right? I mean, it's always taxation. Definitionally, is redistribution of taxes of money. We take money from you,
right,
and it goes.
I have no problem with local tax. But there should be no federal tax whatsoever.
Now why is that?
Because if the money stays local, we can make sure that it goes to the right thing. When it gets to the feds, we have no control.
So you have more control. You personally have more control locally. Really? Do you? I mean, do you know? Can you tell me? Can you name the city council of Phoenix? Who's the Phoenix mayor?
Some Democrat, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you thought it was a conservative town. So
it mostly is. It mostly is.
Except for your mayors.
New Jersey is a Democratic state.
Right.
They have
all right. So in other words,
governor.
You want only local control, but you can't even name a single politician that you supposedly control there. So you got no problem with your property taxes going way up through the roof, and you got no problem with. I mean, you realize that all that would happen is you would have a greater tax burden locally, and you don't even bother to find out who your city councilman is. So your notion that you're going to have somehow more control over that money is just either a lie or a delusion, isn't it?
That's not true, because I can, if I wanted to, if I chose to, I can go down to the city council's office. I can go to the mayor's office.
Hey, buddy, guess what?
Myself.
Because of the federal government, you can also
With
take
my
a
PA in
plane
hand.
that will be protected by the FAA, and you can fly to Washington and do the same thing.
Sam, we both know that Washington is a black hole.
I
that
know, it
nothing
doesn't
will come
really
out of.
exist. That's the thing they don't tell you, Jason. It doesn't
Right.
exist. It's a black hole.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll tell you what, though, Sam.
No,
you're
no,
a
I'll
funny
take-
liberal. I will give you that.
Oh, well, thank you. I got to say
There aren't too many of you that actually have a sense of humor.
yeah, except for all the comedians that you've ever listened to and thought were funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
That's not true. They just don't say they're conservatives so they don't get blackballed.
No.
It's reverse McCarthyism.
Oh, I see. They're secret conservatives. I'm not going to go through the list with you, Jason. But listen, buddy, I would suggest you call in again. And what I want you to do is think of like one sort of topic that you have a problem with, policy or something like that. Go find out who your councilmen are in Phoenix so that we don't embarrass you again like that, and call back.
All right, buddy. You have a great day. All right?
You too. Thanks for calling.
Quick note about the city of Phoenix, being that he liked to bash Camden and he liked to bash, what else did he bash? Detroit. Phoenix, as of last year, a survey put together based on crime rates, number 10 on the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States.
Wow.
With Camden and Detroit.
Wow.
But then on top of that,
Well, that's
though,
because of the Democratic mayor that he just found out was
But
Democratic.
he said no, it's a conservative town because look in New Jersey, they
Right.
have a Republican, so it doesn't work that way and then work the other way too. But on top of that, another list compiled that gets even more specific, puts together the 10 most dangerous suburbs in the United States. And Phoenix is the only city in America to have 2 suburbs on the 10 most dangerous suburbs in the
Wow.
United States.
Wow, that's-
So I guess that's how conservative-run cities work for you, you know?
I guess so. There's a lot of meth that I think is involved in that.